What's up everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel, welcome to Forza Horizon 4, and welcome to Wheelspin Drift Build, once again. If you guys are new to the channel, you don't know what this is, basically what I do is I go into the wheel spins, I spin however many I need to spin to get a car, and then that car I pretty much have to do a budget spin with it. So what I need to do is, if I do super wheel spin, then I'll use the budget from the entire spin, I guess. Whatever car I get plus the other cars that I have around, that's what I'm going to use as my budget. However, some people have decided to tell me that if I do get a car and I try to sell it, that should be my budget for my build. So I think I'm going to do that with a normal wheel spin, because I feel like it'll be a little bit more fun. Super wheel spins I get like slightly faster and rare cars, but with this I think it'd be kind of fun if I just get like a normal. There's actually not really a lot of cars in this spin. Really, this is my super wheel spin. This is the wheel spin drift field that I have to use, a Forza edition Aston Martin. So if I go to sell this, because I already have it, my budget is 875 grand. Oh my god, so this is the first spin that I've done. Okay, let me ruin the magic for you really quick. I've already done a drift build on an Aston Martin Vulcan, except it's the AMR Pro if I remember correctly. So if you guys want to watch that video, that's somewhere on the channel, so I'm not going to be doing this again. So yeah, anyway, I'm just going to sell it. I don't really want it at all. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully get a car that I haven't actually done a build on. Please. I have so many wheel spins, I just realized. Mark II GTI. How much is this to sell? 10 grand. There's absolutely no chance I'll be able to do anything with 10 grand to this. So, I think what I'll do here is I'll do the old school thing where I'm just going to do another spin, and then whatever cash price I get is what's going to be my budget for the build. Because I feel like it's just going to be much better if I just do that. Watch me now get 2 grand. Never mind, I got 120 grand. Oh my god. That's stupid. That's so stupid. Okay, so I have a Mark II GTI to mess around with. I think what I'm gonna do with this thing is like go all out with it. I think I'm gonna go all out with it. I was gonna go to the festival. Should I just drive this thing stock? I mean, is there even a point of me driving this thing stock? It's got 139 horsepower, weighs 1100 kilos. It's front engine, front wheel drive. That's why I didn't want to use that sort of method that somebody has suggested in comments, where like I just use the budget of whatever the amount the car actually costs. Because it's impossible. I can't do anything. I can't even do like a rear-wheel drive swap or anything like with this car. It's literally just going to stay front-wheel drive. I'm barely going to be able to add any power to it. So it's going to be way too close to just stock. It'd be even, like, I'll get more points just by going downhill like this as my budget. But since we have 120 grand to mess around with, I think this would be kind of an interesting build if I just go all out with it and just see what I can do. I'm not going to drive it down the hill. It's front wheel drive. I know I can drift front wheel drive, but it's still going to be stupid. So let's try to do some things to this car and see if I can make it a proper drift car. Now, even though there are body kit presets, I just heard, oh my, how did I not know that there was a Rocket Bunny kit for this? What? I didn't know that there was a Rocket Bunny kit for this Mark II GTI. How did I never actually clock that? Ever? It's 10,000 for the kit. I mean, I have 120 grand to play with. I have 10,000 to spare. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna keep that. What engines do we have for this thing? Oh, we can put the VR6 in it. I'm definitely putting the VR6 in it. Are you mad? VR6 has gone on. Turbo VR6 as well. I'm gonna make this all-wheel drive, because I think it'll be more fun to just have this like a proper golf or a rally car. I don't know. Oh, that wing is terrible. Definitely not putting that on. As for our wheels, it's got some classic BBSs on it, which is sick. I love that BBS has made wheels for the GTIs for a very long time, if you think about it. Even like the Mark V has BBS Monza wheels on it. Like BBS literally made wheels for the GTI for a long time, which is sick. I think we can squeeze out a decent amount of power with this thing. I think I don't want to go with drag tires. I want to go with some sports tires, I think. for this build. I will, however, get them to be a lot wider. We'll do 225s, I think, for the front, and let's do 245s on the rear. Our track width looks good. I can even go for another set of BBSs, to be completely honest. I might even just do that. I might just go for another set of BBSs. We don't have BBSs. No, we do have BBSs in this. That's sick. Ooh, do we choose the RSs? I don't know. If they just had, instead of the RS GTs, if it was just a BBS RS. Or sorry, or is it the RC? I think it's the BBS RC. The BBS RCs are sick. I love those wheels. Those are like the Mark IV GTI, I'm pretty sure. Wheels. I definitely that would go with some classics on this. Or even if I go with some 50-52s. I think it would suit this quite a lot. Or rotiform wheels actually suit this, but the 50-52s I think suit this a lot. It has like a nice bit of dish to them as well. As for our wheel size, I'm just gonna go with one higher. It's only 16-inch. I don't want to go like full donk mode with this thing, so I don't want to do anything like that to it. Okay, now pretty much race spec everything. I know for a fact I'll still have a lot of money left over as well after I do everything here. So I'm just gonna continue to do all this stuff. Oh, it's gonna have drift suspension and everything. Oh my god, this is gonna be dumb. I think this is gonna be actually really, really sick to drive. Full all-wheel drive build as well. I'm at 66 grand. I might change the color. I might make it black. This is like the GTI actually might look good black because it has all the red accents everywhere. I think this should be kind of nice. And then pretty much with everything added on, we've made it to 96 grand. It's got 573 horsepower, weighs 1010 kilos. I knew this wasn't going to be like a stupid amount of horsepower. I think if I put the rally engine in it, obviously it'll have more. But I wanted to put the VR6 in it. And that's why it's on sports tires as well. This might actually be kind of sick to drive. Especially now that it's all-wheel drive. Our gear ratios, I'll leave those the way they are for the moment. I don't know if I should adjust anything here. For the diff, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to lock the diff, which is 100. 100 here. As for deceleration, I can't remember if it's 0 or 100 that I need to set this to, but I'll just leave it to 100. And then I'll make it mostly rear-wheel drive. So I'll do 85% of the power going to the rear wheels here, and then everything else I'm just going to leave the way it is for the moment, and I'll adjust it once I get out and drive this thing. Again, paints, I'm going to go ahead and repaint this thing in a different color. Or even this green. I forgot that this existed as well. Black looks sick though with all the accents though. But so does green. Oh, I'm going green. This is so sick. 50-52s look good as well. They're like just silver, and then the dish pretty much is just chrome. I think this looks really, really good. I'm happy with it. Genuinely happy with this thing. I did not expect this at all. I didn't expect to get a car like this. Okay, let's drive this thing. I think it's gonna sound good as well, because I think the VR6 in this game, anyway, sounds kind of good. Alright. It does sound good. It revs really high though. A bit of understeer. Oh, there's the oversteer. I like it. You can tell we're sports tires here. It's definitely lacking a bit of grip every time I'm turning. It kind of wants to understeer sometimes as well. Okay, cool. That kind of sucked. Second gear is much better though. I'm on sim steering, by the way, I just realized. This is doing okay. I mean, it's all-wheel drive, so I'm not really expecting anything crazy. Let's go downhill, because it's sort of lacking a little bit of power going uphill. They can spin those wheels, it's just kind of slow. But I think downhill is much better. I'm also going to change to normal steering. I don't really care for doing any sort of crazy scores with this thing, so I just want to have a good time driving it. The transmission changes gears so quickly. I think I need to mess with my camber and toe a little bit. I like the gear ratios though. The gear ratios are good. Third gear for really long corners, second for all these other ones. And it does have the power to spin them, especially when I'm going downhill. I think when I was going uphill I was struggling a tiny bit. All-wheel drive build on the Mark II GTI. I like it. It's very interesting because I've already had a build on a Mark IV R32, like a Wheelspin drift build on the Mark IV R32, and that turned out really, really well. I actually really like that car. This is also no exception. It feels very similar. I think the R32 though I made rear-wheel drive, if I remember correctly. It feels a little similar to it when it comes to the amount of grip and stuff that I have. I like this thing. I technically did get a little lucky though, with the amount of money that I ended up getting. 120 grand for a build, which is ridiculous. I'm gonna mess with my camber and toe a little bit. See if I can get this to slide a little bit better. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see what's like now. Okay, it's definitely a little bit easier. I can already tell. I don't know what happened to my lighting there. It just randomly changed. It's nice. Look how smooth it is though. It's pretty nice. This little setup that I have as well is decent. I almost stalled it there. I slowed down too much. That was a mistake. Ooh, yes, the 1000 squad at it up the hill. This is quite nice to drive. Everything's very controlled. I like the drift suspension, even though I barely need to use it here. Like it's, I pretty much built this thing so like when I'm in corners, I don't really have to use a lot of steering. Just maybe tiny little bits, and you'll be able to see it when I'm driving. Like it's just small bits of correction. Because this is all-wheel drive, when I'm in the corner, I mostly just need to control my angle or anything with power. So as long as I put the power down, I can easily control it. 437,000 points. It's a smooth car to drive. I really like it. It's very nice. I definitely didn't expect something like this, to be completely honest. I also didn't expect this thing to have a rocket bunny kit on it, but it actually does look really good too. Okay, anyway, we'll move on to a second car, because I know people have asked me, why am I not doing 2 cars per video now? So let's move on to a second car and try it again. This one I'm going to try to do out of super wheel spins. So the way this is going to work is whatever car I get, and then in the same spin, whatever money I get will be the amount that I'll end up using. However, the car that I get has to be the furthest to the left. So if I get a car in the middle, let's say, I didn't get a car at all. Let's say the 400 grand in the middle was my car. the two either side would have to be my budget of 10 grand. So we might get really lucky, but we might also get really, really, like, messed up here. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's try it again. I'm just trying not to get screwed over here. Let's just get a good car. We got a Mustang, and we have a massive budget, by the way. That is so lucky. The Mustang is the car, and then the other two are the budget for the build, which the 599... Oh no, never mind. I thought that was the 599's price. I was like, that's not right. That's around 250 grand, 100%. Sorry, 345 grand. Oh my god. Okay, so now we have pretty much a Ford Mustang drift build with, like, unlimited money, I guess. Sorry, is it just a... Was it Ford Mustang? I think it was a Shelby, right? I don't think there is like a normal Ford Mustang in this game. Anyway, Shelby GT 500. This thing already has so much. It's got so much power already. I feel like I'm going to be able to drive this thing, like, just drift it like this. I don't need this much power. The gear ratios, suspension, suspension maybe is the only, like, the most important thing for this car. To turn it into a drift build. We got so lucky though. This is the luckiest Wheelspin drift build that I have ever done. 100%. Look how slow those gear ratios are. Or the gear changes. It's so easy to spin those rear wheels though. And then just sliding this thing. Again. Pretty easy. Maybe oversteering is easy. I think just properly drifting this thing. I may need to have slightly less angle than what I'm trying to send it out with. However, I am used to driving that little GTI, so it's a little different hopping into this massive thing. Those rear wheels are just toast. So bad. Suspension setup. I really don't like the suspension. It just feels soft and it doesn't feel like I have a lot of... I don't know. Yeah, I was supposed to say, I just feel like I don't have a lot of front end grip. I just sort of send this out into the corner and I just hope for the best when it's completely stock. But it's got a stupid amount of power to spin those rear wheels. That I know of. That's very noticeable. That's dumb. It's dumb. Okay, let's modify this thing. I'm not going to finish the entire one because there's absolutely no point. And we technically pretty much have an unlimited budget once again. So, so let's try this out. Let's see what we can do here with this Mustang. Sorry, I didn't mean to say Mustang. I meant to say Shelby GT 500. Sorry, actually, it's not a Mustang. It's a Shelby GT 500 based on a Mustang. Anyway, let's see here. It's already rear-wheel drive. I don't really think I want to do anything else to it. Oh my god, it's so heavy as well. Jesus. Do I want to twin turbo it? It's got a supercharger in it now. Do I want to just make this have like a dumb amount of horsepower? Yeah, I do. Because we can, that's why. Don't really want to do anything to that. The wing is awful. The bonnet, again, like, if I'm turning this thing into a drag car, then sure. Right, what am I doing here? Race tires? We're doing race tires? I know with drag tires this will be able to slide with drag tires, but I also do think that even with race tires, this should be able to do quite well. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really looking forward, or not, sorry, I'm not looking for, I should say, I'm not looking for, trying to get this to have the most amount of points, but what I am trying to do is trying to get this thing to be an overall good car, just to slide. I'll keep the standard width for the wheels. I really like the standard wheels that are on this thing, to be honest. Is there any, like, RTR wheels? Any specific RTR wheels that they decided to add into the game? Maybe not. I don't think there are. I don't even know if they are specific RTR wheels. Maybe there are, and I just don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy wheels that we can have on this thing. HREs always suit it, in my opinion. I think they always look really, really good. I mean, the standard wheels are very, very similar to these HREs, but I want to put these ones on anyway. As for our wheel size, I'll go with 1 step higher. We'll have 20s for the front and rear, like so. Our track width, bringing that all the way out, because I know for a fact that this thing has drift suspension. So once that's added on, this is going to be nice and low. It's going to have a lot of camber, so it's going to look quite good. Okay. It's not as low as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot lower. The Golf is putting this thing to shame right now, by the way. Okay, I think power-wise, this is going to put the Golf... It's already put the Golf to shame, to be completely honest. The only thing I've done is changed it so it has twin turbos. Right. 1,001 horsepower. 1,041 horsepower, weighs 1,396 kilos, and it also makes 1,200 Newton meters of torque. This is dumb. It's making so much. So much power. Now all this is going to the rear wheels, so it should be fun. It should definitely be fun to see what this thing is like now. Can I get this to be lower? I can't. This is as low as it goes. Very weird. Very, very weird. Right, let's lock the diff while I'm here. And I don't know if I should be able to do anything else here. Oh yeah, those gear ratios way too long. Let's change those. I'll have them like this. 250 mile an hour. Top speed on that graph. I know for a fact I'm not even going to be going anywhere near that speed, but I think 3rd and 4th are going to be my best gears for driving this thing. As for anything else, visually, I can change this so it has slightly different design. There's so many different combinations here with paints. Obviously paints and stripes. I think the silver and blue always look really good. And I might put that on. Silver and black as well also looks really good. Having it like a weird monotone color, but I do still really like the silver and blue. I think that it looks really, really good on this thing. And then for the wheels, I'm going to go ahead and just change these to I'll change them to black. I think I like them in black. Especially with the combination of the car here. Okay, I'm going to leave this the way it is. I think it looks decent, in my opinion. Now, let's take it out, try to slide it. I know it's going to be a handful, because it's rear wheel drive. Let's just go for it. We'll do one run downhill, just the way this thing is, and then I'm gonna mess with my camber and toe and see if I need to do anything here to make it better. I think this is. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. Oh my god. Just pulling off the longest burnout. In Horizon 4. Oh my god. Oh my god, it just has so much power. Oh god. Okay. Crazy, crazy car. Alright, I'll drive it uphill. Because I think I can. With the Golf I was kind of struggling a tiny bit. I definitely don't think I'll struggle with this car. Okay, I'm not struggling whatsoever here. Trying to be a little bit smoother with my throttle instead of just banging it off the limiter. Even 4th, like... Fourth gear is a little long. But if you keep behind the revs... My god. Wow. What a car. Jesus Christ. Every now and then I like doing done builds like this. There are times when I think to myself, I think with the Fiat, if you guys have watched that video, when I'm like, you know, it's nice. It's nice to have some cars that just aren't fully maxed out, you know, just have a little bit more power added to them, you know, have them drive normally. But then you go back and you drive stuff like this with literally thousands of horsepower. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely mental to drive. It's continuously spinning those rear wheels like there's no tomorrow. Like, it's just way too good. Right. I don't really know what to change in this thing. I really don't. Anyway, let's take it downhill again after I do a little bit of a build here. I think I know that there will be people asking me why don't I ever, like, it's not ever, but sometimes I do. Why don't I show my tuning process for some of these cars? It's because people will always have something to say. Always in the comments of my videos, they're like, they'll definitely be like, why is he not doing this? His tune is terrible or whatever. People will always have something to complain about, and I can't be arsed with that, so I just don't show it anymore. If you guys want the tunes, you can download them yourselves. I'll put them up as soon as I finish off this video. I'll put both of the tunes for the Mark II GTI and this Shelby GT500. I'll put them both up so you guys can download them and try them out yourselves. They're very smooth tunes. They're not here to like get a ridiculous amount of points. I'm just here to have fun a little bit and just get the cars to drive as easily as possible when I'm doing these sort of builds. And that's pretty much what you guys are watching me do in the Wheelspin drift build videos. I definitely got super lucky this video, because it wasn't really a budget. Like the Wheelspin drift build usually gives me like a little bit of a budget. You know, that's what, like, literally a little bit of a budget. Whereas in this, it was pretty much unlimited. Like, I could max out everything on the cars and still have so much money left over. So that's why it was so lucky this entire video, because of the budget. This thing is sick, by the way. I'm not even gonna lie, this thing is sick to drive. I have so much steering in the front, and because this is a race, I love how I spun out as well. I sent it just way too high there. That's my fault. I made a mistake. I have so much steering angle in the front. I can hold such huge angle with it all the time. And because it's on race tires, I still have loads and loads of grip on the front end. So I point it in a direction, and the front end just pulls me that way. But it's okay, because I have loads of power to keep that back end out. It's 425. It's a sick car. Definitely recommend you guys check out the tune on this thing and try it out yourselves. Well, I guess that's gonna be it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, of course, subscribe, follow me on social medias, links to those are down below. And of course, follow me on Reddit. My subreddit is kicking it right now, to be completely honest. It's doing really well, and once it reaches 1,000 members, I'll definitely go ahead and make a video on all of the stuff on that subreddit. There's loads of memes and things that I need to have a look at. It's just a giant mess, but like, it's a really cool mess. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, the link will also be down below in the description. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.